Hello, I am back doing an energy reading for the collective. This is Black Femme Beauty, aka Ebony. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Appreciate it. So I was chilling and then I was thinking about balancing stuff and like how you want stuff and you want to make change. A change starts within yourself. Anyway, okay. I started thinking about other aspects, of everything. But what I landed on was tools. 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 Like how everything can be a tool, tangible or intangible can be a tool. It just depends on how to utilize it or how you use it. Those are two different things to me, even though they're the same in a sense. But it's a slang, it's not slang. But most people, when they talking about use, they talking about using and discarding. And everybody not, but anyway, utilize is a different thing. It just gives me the energy of using your resources, give and take. It's the balance. And all this can change depending on the perception, but I started thinking about tools, and I started thinking about this dream I had where this guy wanted me to help him heal the mother of his children. And if you're new here, I am an energy healer. Or that's one of the, I ain't gonna say I identify with, because I actually am trained and skilled at doing it. But anyway, so it's not just an identity. I guess I feel like identities are not just one thing or things all the time. But anyway, I'm a healer. So he comes to me wanting me to heal her, or basically assist her with healing. And he looks like this guy that I had met before in Georgia. And this guy has his own brand of celebrity. I believe they were, they play sports professionally. So anyway, charming, attractive guy. So in the dream, it's him, it's his face, but it's not his physique. His physique, it's not his body. He doesn't have a body of a sports player, but when I met him, he did. So he's asking me to help heal the baby mother. And I'm realizing, like, the healing is not taken because or can you understand? He wasn't telling the whole story, but in the dream it was revealed, because when he asked for help, I checked the energy around her. Because when you heal or assist people with healing, however you do you need permission, respectfully. And I ain't gonna explain that. If you know. So I didn't necessarily have this person's permission, but the energy that's out there is out there. You know what I mean? So that's not necessarily tapping into their personal energy, but it's I'm tapping into the energy around them. So I see around her, in my dream, it's just like, okay, it's just utter chaos. Like, she was on the verge of exploding, literally combusting. Oh, that tea is nice. Anyway, combusting. So I'm looking around the energy as he's talking to me, you know, so I'm just like, okay. I don't remember all that he was saying, but he was saying she needed help, you know. And I guess he wanted to, you know, help her, or at least wanted to look like he was helping her. But the thing is, I don't really feel like he felt that I could help her because he wasn't giving the truth. It was, you was showing up as a charlatan. Like, you know, the person that this person was showing up as, like I said, the physique wasn't there. When I met this person in waking life, this sports player, they were attractive, they were charming. Very much King of Wands, but you know, it is what it is. And I don't know their sports record or whatever. I don't know if they're talented. I'm just going off of, you know, attractive and charming. So this person is showing up with a different physique. And they saying they want to help. But as I'm looking at the BM, you know, the child's mother's energy, the energy around her is chaotic, is demonic. You know, it was just given this person had a demonic attachment on them. And the thing is, it pointed to the person who claimed they trying to help her. So it's just like, what? And I feel like this person felt like they loved the mother of their child, but the love, or the way they wielded their love, because that's what I said. I was thinking about tools and how you utilize them, or how we utilize them. The video gonna start in a minute. Not the video. The card's gonna start in a minute, but this is related to it. So anyway, this person, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you. This person is using the love that they have for the child of the mother of their child, and they're basically trying to destroy her. You know, we could say unalive, but you know, in the dream it was combustion. No, I didn't say this tea is good, and here we come. Spill the tea. Spill the tea. 43 equating to a 7. Like I said, this it was given combustion. But this King of Wands, would just call him in this dream, that wasn't showing up in the physique of a King of Wands, because it's given attractive but fragile. So this person in my dream, attractive but fragile, ego. You know, they wore it, but they didn't really believe that they were attractive. They were smart. They were this. They were that. They knew that people liked them, but they couldn't see in them what other people saw. So this person's love is toxic for the mother of their children, and they're seeking some to destroy, and on the other hand, it's unconsciously destroying, because it was given like it could have been divine masculine, divine feminine, you know, but with the imagery of the person, like I said, I had met in waking life, they gave King of Wands. I never, even then and now, I can't give them divine. I don't know enough, and I'm not gonna go seek it out, child, anyway. But this could apply to either a divine masculine and femme. You know, this could be past, present, future. You know, this could be anybody. Male, female. My readings are not gender nor sexuality specific. You take it how it resonates. I am reading the energy. But in my dream, this person showed up as a cisgender male, and it was a cisgender female that birthed a child for them, and they were using their love as a tool to destroy them. Consciously and unconsciously, known and unknown. So while they're asking me to heal this person, it's revealed like you really ain't trying to get them healed, because once I decided like, okay, I can't get into the energy for real, because I need this person's name. So, you know, sometimes when you love a person, that's why you got to be careful of who you love and who you consume. You know, whether it's platonic, familial, lover, because sometimes you give people permission. So I'm asking this person's name, you know, or can you understand? Because now I need their permission. But I knew that this King of Wands was the problem. So they didn't want to give me the child's mother's name. They didn't want to give me their name. They kept walking off. Like, we was in this big space and they kept walking off. And it was contained, you know, for the most part. But it was this big space and they kept walking off. And it was really giving make a deal, but so I kept asking the name. They kept walking off, getting off the subject, swerving, making excuses for themselves. Like, every time they said something, it wasn't the name of the child's mother, but it was an excuse. But I wasn't listening to all that because, like I said, I'm tapped into something else right now. And it was irrelevant at this point, you know, because or can you understand, this person already knew that they were caught. So now they're trying to get out of the cage. And I had supporters with me, and one of them was like, well, what's their name? What's their name? And this particular supporter, I wouldn't say cornered them, but like really had them like in a chokehold, not physically, but it's just like you wasn't getting around this person, you know. And it was respectfully, it was with nurture, but it wasn't no love, but it was nurturing and respectful. So as this particular person gets them asking them what's their name, then the whole team surrounds them. And I'm like, you know, what's their name? And then they were saying something like it wasn't their fault or whatever. And I said, let me explain something to you. It's really irrelevant right now. You are the problem why this person needs this healing. And I need to know their name right now so I can help them, because they're literally about to combust. And so he's hold on, I'm just looking at my notes. And I just feel like when this person asked for help, it was just a ruse. For some, it was a ruse, like, oh, I'm gonna get you some help, but they really didn't want to. But some of them did want to get this child's mother help, but they really didn't realize that they could actually help. Or, I'm sorry, the person that they went to was actually able to help them, you know, as in me in this dream. But it's like, man, they see me, you know, they see me. So now they go to defense and just really leaving the child's mother out there, because I'm telling them, like, they about to combust. And this person knew that this child's mother has been needing help, and however this is resonating with y'all, Ben knew it. So they're surrounded or whatever. And let's see, I let him know what he's saying is irrelevant to defend himself. I see her combusting, not making it alive due to the turmoil it's causing her mind and spirit. He finally yields and gives her name, although reluctantly. And I'm just like, And like I said, some people are conscious of this and some are not. That is this King of Wands energy. But it's just like some people know, and you, whoever's watching this collective, you know, take how it resonates. Some people know and some know that their love is literally unaliving a person, destroying them. And I feel like this dream was about destroying, like there will never be another her. Even though this woman has children, like they're gonna, you know, break that out of the offspring too. They're gonna really like just really try to break the spirit down to the point where it can't be rebuilt. 444 on the timer. All right, we're gonna get into this card, but it's the tool that was utilized. Like, the love. And for some, this King of Wands, it wasn't their love that they used as a tool to destroy this child's mother. It was the child's mother's love that they turned around and took the weapon. If you ask them, it was a weapon. Even though it wasn't a weapon, it was love. Like this, the way he used his love and the way she utilized her love towards one another is very different. He was very toxic, damning, destroying, gaslighting, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, sexually abusive, financially abusive. She utilized her love to nurture, to support, to uplift, to lead, to guide, to direct, to protect, to heal. Child. I was thinking about the title of that movie, The Hate You Give. I haven't seen that movie, so I can't get into it in any level, but I'm just thinking like, it's just like the tools you have and how you utilize them. I feel like anybody could be a tool, depending on what that tool is, tangibly or intangibly, person or non-person, living or breathing, thing, object, human. Take it how it resonates. With permission, of course. But some, it's just giving like, what's that movie with Chris Tucker? He's like, you don't know who you fucking with. I'm deep in the streets. What is this card for the collective? Okay, so I got what it is intuitively, but it's trigger warning. It's sexual assault of the mind, body, and spirit. This King of Wands has themselves been abused, assaulted when they were vulnerable and defenseless. And they share their body, they sleep with, they consume, they receive energies, partners, sexually, friendships, and not, that have been through the same. And I feel like this child's mother over here has experienced this in some semblance, but not to the same degree. It's levels to everything. The scars over here with this masculine are deeper, and who they share themselves with are deeper. They're fresher. They're consistent. They're generational, without any evolution, healing, or evolving in any aspect. This one over here, they come from the same roots, but there has been some evolving, some healing, some know better, in order for us to do better. Other opportunities that were taken. Some were ignored over here. Some were taken but not received in the proper way because they didn't have the fundamentals. Shit. So I am being guided to read the guidebook for this. My readings are intuitive until they're not, or I just choose to do otherwise. Spill the tea. We love a good tea party. Whoops. Your tea has been spilled by another. Secrets and rumors have a way of flowing out like Georgia sweet tea. Hot or ice, they grow stronger the longer they brew. Now's the time to get ahead of it, accept it, and move on. Even a tea party has an end. If you know your own truth, then it really doesn't matter what manure is spread on your proverbial lawn. Take this as a teaching moment to grow rather than simmer, and rethink your circle of friends. The tea is piping hot. But it's the tools though, like. But also with this sexual assault I got, somebody is the product of it. And somebody else is the product of a sex work, trick baby. Clarify this. But you got, like I said in the dream, the King of Wands, they didn't want to be seen. They thought they was going to act like they really wanted to help this person, but they really didn't. And it was revealed about them. Devotion. There is an energy here that can resonate with this child's mother, this dominant feminine energy, possibly a divine feminine. Feels like this King of Wands took their devotion and unalived them with it. Now, I don't know if that's physically unalive, you know, because I am a medium. But and I'm not digging into it deeper. I mean, these readings, they be enough channeling the messages. Like when you do these YouTube readings, just challenging the messages is a lot. And digging deeper is heavy. If this resonates, send me an email. You can book a personal. But going deeper, let's just get the story out first and see. Or not even the story, what's happening in the ethers. But devotion, love, loyalty, they took it and they unalived it with them. And I just feel like with this is this King of Wands, those who resonating with that part, because you might not resonate with the part of the devotion. You may more resonate with the love, and love is devotion, but I just feel like it's two sets. It's those who loved and those who loved and were devoted with this dominant feminine energy. But I just feel like for some, this unalive taking the devotion and unaliving them was with running their mouth in the streets. This King of Wands told the streets that this dominant feminine, this child's mother was unloyal. They talked too much. They was a liar. They was a cheater. They basically, everything they did to you, they saying you did to them. The dominant femmes listening to this, that's resonating. That's what they saying. And they mad because you left them. It's starting to show though. It's seeping through. They've been talking about you for a long time. It's funny because it's just like, and I feel like they being laughed at because they like, man, you ain't been with your child's mother. And this child could have been a dog or a bunny rabbit or a cat. They like, you ain't been with your child's mother. You got full custody. They ain't bothering you. And I don't know how long, and you still talking about them. Every time I see you, you said some new shit that they did, but you was only with them for like less than 3 years. Like, what is you talking? They being laughed at because they been talking about you for a long time. It's gonna be 10 years, probably like. Yeah, it's gonna be 10 years for some, 6 for others. Balance is being restored. Cause people like, all right. And then this person they talk to, some of these people knew this child's mother at a certain time. They don't know him no more, but what they know about him, it ain't adding up. If we just being honest. It's just giving like real dominant feminine energy, like they talking shit to this King of Wands and talking shit to other dominant feminine energies, 304s that they know will spread it out to other men or other masculine dominant energies. But it's so much that is seen now. Because like this King of Wands came to me in the dream asking for help but didn't really want help. They didn't think they would be seen. So these 304s that this King of Wands is talking to, they feel like that this community of other masculines and other men don't really see them for who they are. Like they know if he know they 304s, the whole community, the energy, it is what it is. And some of them want to act like, you know, they from a sacred line of karmics. It does exist. Let's stop hating on the karmics. I mean, because they do what some of us can't do due to this devotion and this love, you know, that we have. You know, because, or can you understand? Because my thing is, we all get the lesson how it's needed. So some of them, these 304s, want to act like they come from a loyal or a royal line of 304s giving, I don't want to say Matahari. I don't want to say Matahari because, I mean, that wasn't really what the perception was. Like, you know, it's depending on what you read, they were a spy. Like, you know, I don't know. But these 304s want to believe that the scum and the fuck shit that they do is their purpose. And I think some of it is. But the ones that this King of Wands is talking to, nah, they're just bottom of the barrel. So you got to understand their reach, they going to repeat it. But their reach is the same vibration. This child's mother is not on that vibration anymore. And some of them are about to come out of this. Some of them might don't make it or might didn't make it. But they coming back to complete the lesson. Because it's a resurgence. You know what I mean? Some of these child's mothers can heal themselves. I mean, their love was healing. But anyway, like I said, they utilized the tool of the love and destroyed them with it. But some of these King of Wands are really out there just throwing dirt, mud, spit, blood, menstrual blood, cow blood, frog blood, whatever they can, you name it. They throwing it on your name, trying to bury you. Like I said, some of these King of Wands consciously knew that what they were doing was causing this person to be destroyed in mind, body, and spirit, to combust. They knew that. It was a spiritual attack. Purposely, by some, and by some, they were sleeping with other parties that didn't like this child's mother and wanted to attack them. And that's the thing, when people be cheating and sleeping with other people, it's just like, you know, they don't like your partner. They shouldn't even know of your partner if that's what you're going to do. Whether it be poly or whatever, but that's a whole nother thing. But I exclude the poly statement. But you cheating, you got to be smart about it. You got to be clean about it, and you got to deal with somebody else that is the same. Because if this is you, and this is your lifeline over here, and you over here with an eel, they can destroy them through you. You the seed, literally the seed. We talking about a King of Wands. Anyway, 555 on the timer. Anyway, what is this eel in reverse? It's just giving shockwave. Shocking news. Child, what is this? I don't even think these cards are supposed to be taken in the reverse. But I feel like it came out like that for a reason though. But it's shocking news. Because I feel like it was your turn with this King of Wands that they threw dirt on your name, talked about how unloyal you was, the scum of the everything. You was a low on the totem pole ass bitch. Whatever they wanted to call you. I just feel like they had it. It was in the upright when they were spreading the news. Now they are the news and it's shocking. But I don't really think it's going to shock I don't really think it's going to shock this feminist relating to this, that's resonating with this child's mother. I don't think it's going to shock them. As I really feel like a lot of them are coming out of this. They realizing the source. They're on their path to seek help. And people may think like they can throw some more at them, but you got to understand. This child's mother is protected. They've been throwing everything but the kitchen sink at them. Now they're going to try the kitchen sink. And they're going to be crushed by the kitchen sink. Because like I said, they showed up in my dream like they were an athlete. But they didn't have the physique of the athlete. It's giving frailty. It's giving weak. It's giving shallow, last breath. But I mean, basically, they've been telling lies. Tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies. They've been telling lies. And the tea is being spilt, the truth. Somebody also went to a reader that reads through tea leaves. Excuse me. I think it's tasseography. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Childish. They're going to be like Martin when Gina be like, okay, I'm finna leave. And he get the wine and bouncing all around the room. Real performative. I tried to watch Martin as an adult and I could not do it. I'm just like, this dude is getting on my nerves. Like, what? But then it was funny how we evolved. But I mean, when I was watching that, I was a kid, but still. That was presented as love. Some people may call it black love, but it's love, period. We all go through the same shit. No matter the culture, the geographical location, all of that. We consuming the same shit, whether it be food, a person, trauma, drama. Until we decide otherwise. And it's been decided here. These scales are being balanced. Child. Child. Hit your target. 13 equating to a 4. Bullseye. Boop, boop, beep, doop. That's a divine number. It's 43, equating to a 7. 13 equating to a 4. Stability. It's giving topsy-turvy. Somebody's blind in one eye. May not be physically, but their masculine energy is off, unbalanced. They can't see. Unbalanced masculine. This is giving it's safe to be you, it's safe to be loved. The time has come to balance out the scales. It's giving life partner. Divine masculine, feminine, soulmates, possible twin flames. Somebody has did what they needed to do for this partner to come on in. A lot of healing has been done. Healing of the body, mind, and spirit. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Definitely. Let me see where that fell. Let's get the other card. It's flipped over in my hand. Trickery. Over here with the liar, the shocking news, the King of Wands. I mean, because in the guidebook, ill is dishonesty. We already talked about how this person is lying. The stakes are being revealed, baby. Baby. Hello. It's 10:30. Another 4. 10 plus 30 is 40 is 4. This is a noose here. And this is Agatha Christie. Love her shit. Definitely. But trickery. We got the noose. We got poison. The bread got blood in it. Everything is contaminated. Got a candelabra here with no candles. So the lights are out. Grandmama, your light out. But not yours, Divine Feminine. Somebody is mad that this is happening, that it is balancing out. They are really angry. They are banging the table. It reminds me of First Wives Club when Annie comes to her husband. He was like, I'm not kidding. Annie, when she bought his company, bought out his partners, he was like, I will walk. And he's banging his desk. Child. Somebody is not happy about it. They tried everything. I tried everything. Each of these forms of destruction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just on top of the table in a tangible sense. How they came at you. And like I said, switch the roles, switch the genders. It's not gender specific. I'm just showing you how it came up in my dream, or telling you prior. Hopefully you ain't skipped that part, because if you do, or if you did, you're gonna be lost. Anyway, let me stop being goofy. Apple, this is sustenance, nurturing, love. What is this apple? Sustenance, nurturing, love, a supporter. Somebody that's just not going to take from you. It could just be sex too. The forbidden apple. Temptation. Could be all of it. Take out resonates. I feel like, I was gonna say this is something that was manifested by divine feminine or dominant feminine energy, but you know, there's something that you deserve. You know, it's a balancing out, it's payment for your devotion. It could also be what is it? Inheritance, divine inheritance. Now this could come from this King of Wands side, and people are like, how is that? Especially if they're not married, but they bloodline may want to say thank you for not unallowing them. Like I said, I got Mata Hari, and I didn't really want to use that term because of the person in history, how she was perceived to be 1 minute and one way and believed to be another, or both, or all, or one, or the other, or one was a mask. I don't know. But it's given that if it wasn't for this devotion, and I'm talking to the half that had love and devotion, not just love. If it wasn't for this love, but it's really the devotion part, this King of Wands would have been, never would have made it. They would have, it would have been whacked. And I feel like with this 43, with Spill the Tea, this divine number, it's just like, all right, that's how you feel. You don't want my love. I'm going to bow out. But there's just levels. Some of these child's mothers, BMs, have been bowed out. They about to receive this apple, is receiving this apple, this sustenance, this sex, this, you know, upgrades. And some are on their way or on the path to this apple. And we got 2 apples here. They're all gonna laugh at you. That's again what's happening with this King of Wands. And I'm also hearing, hit me with your best shot. Boom. Why don't you hit me with your best shot? You know, ooh. With this hit your target. Some of this is a repeating message, you know, especially the ones who are receiving this apple right now. The message has been coming out in different ways for a while. The scales are being balanced. It's in motion. But let's see what is about to be received in the tangible and the 3D for this King of Wands and this dominant feminine energy. And then with this child's mother, this could also be a business that is representing the child. Could be a house. Anything. Anything that this King of Wands, the spiritual narcissist, can utilize, utilize as leverage. The scales are being balanced. It's fire and water, a wave of emotion. Sometimes y'all just people be out here having warnings on who you shouldn't mess with and all this other stuff. And people still be like, nah, I'm gonna do what I want to do, or I'm gonna do me, or I'm a, you know, it's just, even when they know, like, you have people that like touching the stove. They like being burned alive. Sometimes it causes them a resurgence, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Some of them just get blown away from the destruction and the deceit that they caused, the seeds that they sowed. The drinking of their own medicine. The taste of it. They didn't have a taste for a minute though. Like, I feel like I said, parts of this message is repeating. Well, this is what they're receiving. We're going to get into it in a minute. But they didn't have a taste of their own medicine. Now they're being forced to drink it though. Because, like I said, parts of this reading has been coming up. Especially depending on what level you at. Those that are coming in about to get this apple. They've been lurking in the shadows of the energy of the beings, situations that they sought to destroy. And even on their own, they've been getting nudges as they getting tastes of their own medicine to come in, make this right, apologize, not even get back with the person, because that is completely off limits depending on the level you at here. Or just apologize, acknowledge, right their wrongs. When they went out throwing dirt in your name, mud, blood, all types of shit on it, they were supposed to go undo that. But, you know, they don't want to seem like they, you know, a clown, a fuck ninja. But it's being revealed that you are anyway. Could at least handled it on your own terms. So now they're being forced to drink their own medicine, not taste it. They're being forced to, like, hold your throat, pry the mouth open. It's in resemblance of what they've done to others. The way they've spoken about them, the way they thrown dirt on their name. And when I say their name, I'm talking about them, but I'm also talking about their bloodlines. You know, you gotta understand, like, you know, you spreading seeds and sowing seeds of discord, and, you know, you talk about a person, you talk about their blood too. You know, their insecurities, that everything they shared, this King of Wands went and spread it like peanut butter, like really wanted it to be thick, heavy on the lies, heavy on the bullshit, heavy on the deceit. And they made sure it was spreadable. It was creamy peanut butter the way they did this shit. And they put a lot of it on there. You know, you make you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and depending on how you do you, everybody different. The peanut butter be so heavy, it might as well be a peanut butter sandwich, but yeah, well, so that's that. So what's being received? We have the fishbowl here. We have a 5. Change. This is abundance. Whatever that is for you. I could rattle off all of it, but whatever that is for you. And I also feel like those who know. They know. Deep in the water. Can't get no deeper. Yep. Woo. Anyway, that's what's being received for the dominant feminines. And then we had 2 cards to come out for the King of Wands. Take it for a fire sign. They always doing too much, respectfully. But I asked for 1 card, I get 2. And I'm saying this because this happened in what 80 to 90% of the readings. I could be doing 1 card read, everybody else like, all right, cool, we with it. And they are like, nah, do 2, do 3. They always trying to force shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to force shit. And I'm talking about who I'm talking about. Can you understand? I ain't gonna explain it. You know, if it's bothering you that I'm saying this, then I'm talking about you. You know. Or can you understand? Anyway. But if you know, you know. And this is the thing. Some fire signs make you feel bad. They try to make you feel bad that you standing 10 toes down with yourself. Mind you, they do the same thing. But they want you to like bend to their will. The unevolved ones. You know. But anyway. Road less traveled. 10 equating to a 1, new beginning. 17 equating to an 8. This is karma, but it also could be abundance. Let's see. We have dream here. Dream on, dream away. What is this? It's time for them to go. These King of Wands, these dominant masculines that's in this goofy shit. Time for them to go within this road. It's giving, tell me who you're loyal to. Which of these roads are something different? And they all lead to mindset shift, perspective, perceptions. But honestly, it's giving the energy like they fucked with the wrong one. Don't fuck with me right now. Their consequences and repercussions is going to cause them to travel roads unknown. Like I said, they're being forced to drink their own medicine. And the thing is, though, right? Like I said, they were getting taste to do this on their own accord. With the taste of their own medicine. They were getting nudges, messages to do this on their own accord. Like, walk the path, get it right. But now you're being forced to do it. It's giving, trigger warning, the reaping, the raping. I don't feel like this is in a tangible sense, but they're going to have things, or in the SA sense, but they're going to have things taken from them that they took. It's just a balancing out. I mean, it's Libra season. Well, not season. Full moon, child. It's a balancing out. And I mean, we could say an eye for an eye, but your eye is different from God's eye. You know, Your eye is different from the ancestors, spirit guides, however you do you. Your revenge, your balancing out is very, very different. But it's giving karma. Easy does it. What is this? They feel like the only safe space is their dreams, this King of Wands. But it's not. I'm hearing it's given through the fire. This healing, I'm hearing that has been bestowed upon them. But some may not look at this as a bestowal. Because it's just like, this shit is hard. This shit is tough. This is a lot. You know, and we get it. We really do. But, I mean, with this easy does it. It's giving space, age, pendant. But some people are going to the wrong leaders, going to the wrong healers. You know, even though this person is being forced into this due to ignoring, you know, the nudges of like, it's time for it anyway. It's for their benefit. It's not happening to them. It's happening for them. But karma, the scales are being balanced right now before this. It's just needed because it's just giving you hurt somebody to the core. And bravery is going to be needed to be called upon. Bravery, support, safety is needed. Some of them are unsafe right now due to what they did. And it's just fairness. Protections have been removed because they preyed upon somebody that didn't have protection, that was unaware, that was vulnerable, that was a lamb, that was an innocent. It doesn't have to be an age. It's just, you know, this person deemed to do them no harm. And they still sought to slaughter them, to destroy. Now they have to call on the bravery that was mustered up by this child's mother, this dominant femme, to withstand the combustion, the spiritual attack, the mental, physical, emotional, psychological games, death that have been sent toward them. This death magic has to be repaid. They didn't pay for what they did. They just took it. It was supposed to be an exchange. They took it from whoever. And not only did it not work, but they didn't pay people. And I felt like there was no guarantee it would work. But they also burnt the bridge. It's given Princess and the Frog, the Shadow Man, facts, Grandmama, you're right out. Anyway, all right, one more card to close it out. I'm saying be careful who you consume. You're consuming who they're consuming. Be careful what you consume in all aspects. If they consuming some BS, you consuming them, you consuming the shit too. Especially if your energy is sensitive or you're sensitive. Am I blue? I'm blue. We have two. I am blue. What is this? Safety is needed. Protect yourself. To the right, it's giving divine masculine. You need to speak, use your voice, whether that's an apology, whether that's acknowledgement, whether that's accountability, whether that's I'm sorry, whether that's ownership, with truth and clarity. You need to hear it, speak it, before you can be one with yourself, I'm hearing. Alrighty. Thank you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Bye-bye.